Hello traders, Jason here with swinghigh.com. It is Wednesday, January 13th, 2010. We had a nice rebound today in the markets. Yesterday, if you recall, I was talking about how the markets definitely showed some strength into the close and how I would not be surprised if the markets showed strength today. And what did we see? Some strength. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but anyway, so this morning we gapped up into a previous area of resistance, if you will, which was the intraday high yesterday. That area, as you can see, this price point between 114.20 and 114, that's kind of where we gapped up this morning, and that was pre-market trading hours. And then immediately we sold off. Tested the lows of yesterday, which made sense, found some support there, and turned around. And on the way back up, we stuttered in this area again, as you can see, but we kept pushing higher. And finally, the markets pushed through that resistance. Found some more resistance back at Monday's trading range, as you can see here, and then ultimately closed within that range, it seems. So the S&P up 0.84%. Looks like it started to give it back at the end there a little bit. So have some caution going into tomorrow's trading, as we might get a little bit of a pullback again. Although it seems like the bulls are still in control here for sure. Let's take another run around the market here. The diamonds up 0.57%. The Nasdaq up 1.25%. The Russells, the IWM, up 1.3%, and the financials up 1.13%. So I'd like to see that the Russells, financials, and Nasdaq are leading the way. They are leading indexes, if you will. Let's take a look at the market internals. The trend was definitely bullish, hovered around 0.8 all day. We were bearish in the morning, there's no doubt, and then we spiked back towards neutral to close. Let's take a look at the trend Q, see if they match up, and they do. The trend Q is definitely bearish in the morning and then finished bullish. The tick, this is a little bit more relevant if you're day trading. Swing traders don't look at this too often, but the tick was bullish. As you can see, it was above zero. And the tick Q was also bullish. Finally, let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX dropped 2%. I would have liked to see it drop more like 3%. Normally, a 3 times move in the opposite of the markets is a good confirmation from the VIX. So it's good to see the VIX dropping when the markets are rising, but I would have liked to see it drop a little more today for some more confirmation there. Let's take a look at gold, up 1%, and the dollar down fractionally, 0.09%. Let's go out to a broader time frame here. As you can see, it looked like we were going to finally pull back. However, today kind of threw a wrench in that. So here we are, pushing higher still. If you could consider this a high base breakout, although it is kind of weak. The volume wasn't too strong, and we did just kind of climb out of it. It wasn't much of a breakout. But we are marching higher, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the weekly. And the weekly definitely looks more like a high base breakout than the daily. But even then, it's not the cleanest high base breakout I've ever seen. It's sort of just a continued march higher. The bulls are still in control. I'm not ready to call a reversal yet. And I'm still going to trade long as I see the markets go higher. Thanks for being a part of swinghigh.com. I'll talk to you tomorrow.